Man, this place has seen better days. I should fix that.
Poof!
Phew. Okay, that's done. Now where was I? Oh yeah. Hey there everybody, ShoJoe here. It's been a hot minute. While my non-animated self is busy editing together stuff to put up on the channel, one of those things being a return vlog that'll be linked in the eye icon that's on the top right side of the screen, but that's its own separate video. This video, however, is a top 10 video on indie games that were revealed at E3 2019 that are coming in the future.
And before you go around ramping around after you watch it saying, "Oh, Joe, some of these games are already out. Why don't you buy them now?" Because they're out. This video is late. I know that. Stop telling me that. I'll probably make a video, maybe addressing this. I don't know. Back to this video.
So another E3 has come and gone, and while some may say it was boring and or incredibly cringy, I was impressed by a few of the games that are coming out later this year or will be coming in the future. So I decided to cobble together the top 10 indie games that got revealed at E3 that are coming out that interest me at least. Title patent pending. One of the caveats for this list, though, is that these will feature games that I can foreseeably play with my current setup. That may be subject to change down the line, though, spoilers! Most of these games may be available to purchase on Steam. Number 10. Starmancer. Starmancer seems to be another one of those space tycoon management games that you've seen a lot of. The reason it's so low on this list, though, is due to the fact that it vaguely reminds me of Stardew Valley with the art style of the sprites. While I'm sure there's going to be many things that differentiate Starmancer from Stardew Valley, like the restart mechanic that was shown at the end of the trailer and the interaction points, and I may end up loving Starmancer as much as I love Stardew Valley, I'll leave it up to your judgment on whether or not to give this game a deeper look. Number 9. Monster Jam Steel Titans. Sure, this looks like yet another racing game with different mechanics to mix up the monotony of the formula, but you cannot even begin to know how excited I am for this game. I was the biggest Monster Jam fan when I was a kid. I had buckets and boxes full of the diecast mini versions of the trucks. I always turned the TV onto a channel where an event was being broadcasted. Even managed to convince my parents to drive me out to see one of the events when it was in town. So I'm hoping to relive the childhood wonder of my past and see if it holds up to this day, or whenever I can buy this game. Number 8. Half Past Fate. Everyone needs a break from things from time to time. Me, I need some reprieve in between the times I defecate after being scared to the randomness of certain games. So that's my long-winded explanation as to why I may play this pixelated-ish dating sim game. Not much about the game is known, but from the teaser on Steam, I am intrigued to see more. Number 7. Blair Witch. The video game. I have an interesting reason for putting this game on my list. Way back in my beginning tenure at college, while I was taking a break from doing schoolwork and other tasks, I watched this YouTube video that appeared in my recommended feed that was Matthew Patrick aka the head honcho of the film series, video on the Blair Witch Project. And probably just by sheer chance, soon after I watched that video, I saw it was getting a sequel remixing around the time of Halloween. It just so happened that A, I had no real plans when the film was going to be released in the theaters. B, there was a movie theater close to my dorm room on campus, just a short walk away. And C, I actually seen the Blair Witch Project, the original one, a little while ago, and watching the video by Matthew kind of piqued my interest and got me thinking about the Blair Witch again. Those three things led me to watching the movie, probably out of sheer curiosity to see how it compared to the original. Fast forward to now-ish, and a new game based on the lore of the movies and mechanics from other famous horror games is going to be released in August of this year. To say that I'm pumped is an understatement, though I'm cautious as to how good this game will end up being. Because I remember slightly liking the 2016 Blair Witch, even though it was critically panned. Number 6. Autumn's End. Next game on the list is Night in the Woods. Autumn's End. Autumn's End. We don't have any footage of the game itself, but through the few screenshots of sections in the game that have been given to us, is it wrong for me to have called this game Night in the Woods? According to a bio on the game, Autumn's End is a game about boxes, bones, and childhood homes. Hey, that rhymes! It's Amber's last day before her move to the big city, and she's starting to see her childhood home in a different light. Even though this is far from the kind of game that Night in the Woods is, it was probably inevitable that Autumn's End reminded me of Nights in some ways. Number 5. Boyfriend Dungeon. Basically, this is Soul Eater the video game. Weapons you can use in certain dungeons and adventures that you go on in this game actually take on human forms and you can date them. I don't need to explain why I put this game on the list. See my reasoning for number 8. But I will add this tidbit in that I poured myself fully over the entire manga of Soul Eater during secondary school. So to see the concept of Soul Eater in indie game form has me raring to buy it. Number 4. Chris Tales. What can I say about this entry? A supposed indie love letter to classic JRPGs with breathtaking visuals and an interesting mechanic to boot, peering into the past and the future and altering things in the moment, makes this a title I'm very excited for. Feel like I should also mention that the demo for the game is still up to download on Steam right now, so pick it up if you're interested. Number 3. Carrion. Bronze medal is awarded to Carrion, probably for the premise of this horror game on its own. It describes itself as a reverse horror game, where you control this tentacle monster thing escaping from some science lab causing massive havoc. Why this interests me more over, say, the Blair Witch game is because of the concept. Outside of Dead by Daylight and all those other multiplayer experiences of the last few years, there hasn't been a game that I've recalled that's been marketed as a reverse horror and is still in the horror genre of games. Which is why I'm really excited to get this game. Number 2. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Are you ready, kids? I'm ready!
Hell, we haven't even been shown gameplay footage for this remake or how the game is going to look. But I can say it sucker punched me right into the nostalgia and got me hyped for when it does come out. I was a SpongeBob game maniac when I was younger. The first SpongeBob movie video game, Operation Krabby Patty, Employee of the Month, Legend of the Lost Spatula, etc., etc. I played them all. Even the PC version of Battle for Bikini Bottom, which could be different than Rehydrated, but I don't care. I love them all, and I'm pretty sure I'll love this as well. And that's not just the nostalgia talking. Number 1. Psychonauts 2. This game just passed my radar on a rare occasion. Any average person that I imagine that I was, that didn't grow up with the original Xbox or early Steam, would have not blinked that this game was coming out. But thanks to the completionist, aka Gerard Khalil, doing a review of the first Psychonauts game, my hype meter literally broke when it was announced that we're getting this game in 2020. I cannot put into words how excited I am for this game. It's got the feel of Crash Bandicoot, but it's also about traversing through people's psyches, learning about their inner machinations, and becoming a secret spy, and ooh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about this game. Which is why Psychonauts 2 earns the number 1 spot on my list, and may warrant a playthrough or live stream of the game when it comes out. And that was the top 10 list of indie games that I'm super excited to get my hands on for this year. And the next year. Should have warned that since it's still early on, that much of these games haven't gotten more depth to their trailers and hype info, so I couldn't dive into deeper depths. I may be a fan of certain things, but I ain't no game reviewer. I'm more of a review, let's play, reaction, skidder creator, if that makes a lick of sense. Anywho, if you like this, then hit that like button and tell me down in the comments what games you're hyped to see get released. And if you want to see more top 10 videos like this, then comment down below what kind of top 10 you want to see. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.